Well, it looks like we got disconnected in that last little bit there, just as the tornado just touched down. This is just south of the storm that ended up drop. This is just south of Clarksville where we had a trail of tornadoes forming. And this one's starting to ramp up too now. But yeah, it's been a bit of a mess here in that last little bit. I don't know what the heck happened. I'm trying to understand myself. Hopefully I can get a hold of the rest of you that were just on here. Just give me a second. I gotta reset everything. I apologize, you guys. I'm sorry that that just happened. I don't know how it did, but deck on it, man. Now I just gotta share this real quick and we should be back on to anyone that's just now tuning back in. Wow, I can't believe this just happened. Heck of a time for it to happen. Heck of a time. Yeah, that's exactly what just happened. It was so random and then it just cut right back on. I'm just like, what the heck, dude? Like, I noticed it dropped the one bar. I was just like, huh. I don't know why it's doing that. And then all of a sudden it just went completely out. That was so weird. Ryder's not in my room, so more than likely what happened is it got kicked or something. Uh, Talk about annoying. It's okay. We're back on, though, so not a huge deal. Just really frustrating. That's all. We were doing good on there, on the stream. Flowing along real nice. Sure, you guys hit that like button. Trying to make this to where set things up to where we don't have this problem too much more. Also see that we're up to 597. That's awesome, man. I was hoping to get to 600 by the end of the year. You guys might be making that happen here. Appreciate that a bunch too, man. Like, really do. Especially during the time where things slowed down and kind of started to fall off a little bit. Yeah, all the help is appreciated so much. Like, you have no idea how much that means. Really, I don't know if you do. think we're back in action here now. Okay, probably get some music back going here and we should be good. But here's where we were. Here's where we last had left off. Here, there's a tornado on the ground here towards Cumberland Furnace right here. There still is a tornado on the ground in Cumberland Furnace right now, as we're currently looking at one of our latest radar images here. Although the image is a little bit dated, about 10 minutes old, we still have a debris ball signature here and a velocity couplet as well. So damage is likely being done outside of Cumberland Furnace. And then, of course, we're watching over here towards where Corey and Brandon are for this other cell with a tornado warning on it as well. These are our only 2 tornado warnings right now, though. These are our only tornado warnings at the moment. Well, technically that's a third, and it's going to get reissued. So 3 tornado warnings. Correction. Then we have, we're still waiting on this area. This area is looking to get ready to take off here, to go off in a little bit. So, like I said, we're far from finished. So like I said, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. If you're new, definitely hit that subscribe button. Don't be shy. Also, feel free to chat, say hello. Because we're going to be here for a while. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of be shifting back and forth between radar sites now, because once this gets going, it's gonna stay active for a while over here to the south. I'm thinking about 5 or 6 o'clock is when this is gonna get going. But right now, my greatest interest right now is in this storm over here towards Cumberland Furnace. I don't know why they've taken off that tornado warning. Maybe it's weakened now. Yeah, actually it has. Wouldn't be surprising if they still reissued it. I think it's still rotating enough for it to be the case, for that to be the case. I don't know quite why they did it, but okay. I'll just kind of go with that, but we'll keep an eye on it. New scan came in. It's not looking as impressive though, which is good news. I may order some food here within the next hour or so. I know that we're far from finished here. Man, that's really frustrating. We were on a good ebb and flow here, man. Daggone it. Shelf cloud. This is a gnarly looking shelf cloud right there. Very gnarly. It's Brandon Kopic's feed right now. Here comes the rain. You can actually see it right here. That looks wild. Ooh, those roads look really rough too. I got caught at the light. I can relate to how that feels. I can relate to how he's feeling right now. Back down to 2 tornado warnings, so we may be beginning to see a little bit of a lull in the action in the moment. Or at the current moment. Like I said, still plenty more to go. Far from finished. Still got that Bowling Green storm that has the tornado warning on it. And then after that, we have, of course, that storm that Brandon is currently on. I don't think this should have a tornado warning for much longer, though. I think we're about to be down to 1. Might be catching a little bit of a break here, which would be a perfect time for us to get some food here on this end. Anyone that's just tuning back in wondering why the heck is this notification coming back up? My internet went out. It's back up, but had to restart the stream. So for anyone just tuning in for the first time, if you would hit that like button again. Follow it. It's just one of those things that happens sometimes. Life, being a content creator, has its moments, and that was one of them. But that being said, appreciate all the love from that last part of the stream. Just hang in there just bear with me for this part of the stream if you would do a lot, man. Really would appreciate it. Many thanks to all of you today, though. Still waiting on that tornado watch to get issued, though, further off to the south as well. going to be focusing most of our attention now more so on this storm here. Watching in particular this spot right over here. This is going to be just to the west of I-40 here, and just to the southwest of Dixon. What we're going to be looking for potential rotation right now. Nothing looks incredible at the moment, but there is something there. There's a little bit of evidence of rotation at the very least. Nothing on the ground though at the moment. Gonna reissue that tornado warning in the next little bit here, maybe. Could see damaging winds with this as well now. Here's that increase in convection here. Alright, so still trying to fix things back from when the stream was on earlier, and now we're having to readjust a little bit. Anyone that might be tuning back in for the first time this evening, just letting you know, or tuning back in after earlier, stream went down, but we've been tracking tornadoes throughout the day. Here's one of the cells we had been watching earlier, and then we had another cell that had briefly produced a tornado over here. We're down to 2 tornado warnings. I would really say 1 because this one isn't going to last much longer. And then there's this cell right here where all the storm chasers are right now. We're actually awaiting this area right here, the red circle here, this meso discussion for new storms to fire, which they're starting to, but none of them have reached severe limits yet, and obviously haven't not produced tornadoes at the moment. Do anticipate that to change though. So stay tuned, we are far from finished. I'm also getting ready to potentially order some food later. And I'm so bummed that that happened. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of mad. Just literally to have that just go out the way it did, and then like, that was just crazy to me. It's okay though. We'll get past it. But yeah, if you're tuning in for the first time tonight, if you could hit that like button, or if you tuned in earlier and you're back, definitely hit that like button again. Greatly would appreciate it. Guess while I'm at it, while I'm looking to see what happens with this tornado warning, we can make a few updates here and there. For example, we'll do this, get this back up to where it's supposed to be. Excuse me. Heard the burp. I didn't mean to. Alright. Appreciate you. I'm getting back up there. Back up to 8. Not like the 25 we had, but still I'll appreciate it. Okay. So we made our update there. Apologize for that. Might need to watch this now because it's starting to look like it's trying to maybe go discreet here. So that's something that's going to have to be watched real close. And I'm also still anticipating the report from this cell here, which also got that little appendage right here. Maybe this is trying to do something again. It's got that little inflow notch. So these couple areas are going to have to be watched over here. Like I said, I'm really kind of disregarding this storm at this point. Because when I look at it on radar, it looks like it's going to absolute junk at this point now. It's lost all its rotation. Yeah, that warning's just going to expire. Or actually, it was supposed to expire like 4 minutes ago. It hasn't. The polygon hasn't disappeared. That's kind of funny. Not going to lie. But as a whole here, though, mainly just looking at this one storm now, really, at this point. Wait, what? What's going on with Radar Omega now? My internet goes out and everything starts going crazy. This was supposed to expire about 4 minutes ago. What's going on here? That is extremely weird. Extremely weird. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out real quick and then reopen it. Close that out and reopen it. Alright, here we go. That should help. Okay, there we go. Yeah, when we lost connection here, I guess it messed that up a little bit more. Alright, and then we got a new tornado warning. We'll go with it. Dang it, we missed a lot. We have missed a lot. Okay, so this tornado warning is for Tippah, Alcorn, and McNairy counties in West Tennessee. This is located now 9 miles more. Wow, 9 miles north of Ripley. It's blooper worthy. It's moving east at 35 miles an hour. Quarter-size hail and a tornado are possible with this, and then some locations to keep an eye on: Corinth, Glen, Theo, Farmington, Walnut, Eastview, Michie, Faulkner, Guys, that's quite a name, Cusseth, Chalabite, Strickland, Collinstown, Winnesoga, Biggersville, Jobs, Acton, Chewala, Tiplersville, and Allentown. So that's the new tornado warning. And then here are the old ones I had. And then there's that report here. I was wondering why that was the case. Oh, and I've noticed something with this here. If this continues onward, this could be heading towards Nashville. So there's our new tornado warnings here. Storm chasers are on this storm here. It's core that we're looking at. Not much we can really see at the moment, but we might check back on that later. But this tornado warning here, this is for Dickinson, Williamson, and Cheatham counties, Middle Tennessee. This is looking like we're going to be seeing action over here towards Dickinson and Burns in 3 minutes. So if you're not in your safe spot, you should have already been there by now and need to run. White Bluff around 4:20, so you got 13 minutes. You need to get to your safe spot. Kingston 4:25 Central, so 18 minutes. You need to get to your safe spot. Also, anyone between mile markers 164 and 189 on I-40, you need to be getting to your safe spot. And on 840 between mile markers 1 through 4, you need to get to your safe spot. Here's our report from earlier. It's Layton. This was damage reported from a possible tornado. And here's our next one over here. Coopertown, you should have already been in your safe spot at this point. And then also we have to keep an eye on Springfield and Coopertown in the next couple of minutes, and Greenbrier at 4:20 Central. That's when you guys need to be on the lookout for this storm. Pleasant View and Orlinda, you need to be watching this too. But between mile markers 105 and 109 on I-65, you need to be on the lookout. Interstate 24 between mile markers 20 and 30, you need to be on the lookout. So surging back up in tornado warnings here. Finally got that tornado watch issued. We just needed to reopen Radar Omega, I guess. But this is going all the way down through Greenville. I don't know, I was about to call it Greenfield, but Greenwood, Grenada, you're in there as well. Columbus, Mississippi, Philadelphia, Yazoo City, Jackson, Mississippi. All of you guys are under the gun now for the potential of severe weather, including the threat for tornadoes. You even have Tuscaloosa involved in this tornado watch, as well as Huntsville, Hamilton, Russellville, and Florence as well. So get ready. Some wicked weather may be coming our way here in a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh boy, that's not good at all right there. It's an observed tornado warning, and that is heading straight towards Nashville. Exactly what we were not hoping for right here. This is big. It's a big problem right here. Oh wow, that's a really strong couplet hiding back in there. It's probably hiding in the rain too. knew this could get ugly, and it looks like it has. If anyone is still watching, make sure you're hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. Definitely want to be sharing this to anyone that you know in Nashville. There is a dangerous storm on the way, one that is capable of producing a tornado. Has a really strong velocity signature on there. Very nasty looking signature too. Let's hope that this weakens. And here's this other storm here towards Corinth, which we need to be watching as well. This also has a good couplet on it and has the potential to produce a tornado as well. And of course, we still have to watch towards Jackson, Mississippi as well. Trying to get some help on here too with the rest of the team, so just bear with me, guys. I apologize for the silence at times. And there's still food to cover. Gotta feed the household in a little bit. You're a nap. Yeah, while you took a nap, the stream kind of crashed because the internet went out, so I had to restart that too. So yeah, but we're back now. Got the internet up and running again. I was really frustrated by that, man. Like we were rolling too. Oh, you got your black belt. Congratulations. I think you did better than you thought you did. Because you made it seem like you were just getting beat up the whole time. I don't know if you actually got your black belt. I don't think it was necessarily like that. Because normally a good instructor wouldn't give that to you unless you earned it. So I think you did fine. I'm just gonna put that out there. See, there you go. Yeah, you did fine. You made it just like, yeah, like I'm saying, you made it seem like you were just getting beat up pillar to post, man. You can't be so hard on yourself all the time. It's not good for you up here. It's not. Work. That's what I want you to work on more, is not beating yourself up all the time. Humility's good. Humility's good, but you also have to give yourself your flowers too, because not everybody else is going to for you. Oh, we finally got a damaging wind report. Oh no, I'll be the first to tell you I got to work on that. I always will. have to work on that. But, you know, yeah, I'll get there. I'm getting better at it, little by little. On the Nashville storm, yeah, that Nashville storm is absolutely insane. Thing is, we're about to have our hands full in a minute here, because that convection over towards Mississippi is starting to blow up now too. So this is gonna be a handful. Kyle still wants to contribute. I'm down, like I said, because I'm gonna need the help in a little bit, I'm sure. Ooh, yeah, that's looking gnarly. Now let's check the CC here. Oh crap. Oh man, yeah, this is 100% on the freaking ground, man. That is crazy. And the best part but the good news is it looks like we have chasers nearby. Let's see. Will they get a view of it? They're on the outer edge of it, looks like. Could this become a PDS? That is the question I have at this point here. New meso discussions come in, and this is what that entails. Weak echo region in there as well. Move that off to the side so we can see it clearly. Looking at reflectivity, I'm gonna guess that you see it. You see an inflow. Yeah, that does kind of look like a weak echo region. Yeah, it does look like one. I think this is gonna stay on the north side of Nashville here. Maybe a little less densely populated, but that's still very dangerous here. Well done. Like I said, we all seen that you've been learning over the course of the year, so I'm not surprised, but I'm proud of you still, though. Springfield too? Oh boy, yeah, this is gonna turn into a problem, isn't it? This is gonna be, yeah, it's a sneaky little couplet right there, along with this couplet right here. These pesky little supercells. These little wintertime supercells are no joke. Cannot take these lightly. Oh, I thought severe weather didn't happen during the wintertime. Look no further than right now. Pretty much having an ongoing tornado outbreak at this point now. I hate to say it, but that's just the truth. Then we still have this tornado warning over here towards Walnut and Corinth right here. And there's still more cells to keep an eye on as well, potentially later on down the line here. So, getting into the peak here. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that one's a quick spin up at all. Where is it? Yeah, I do see a little bit of a drop though. You're doing really good with this Baconator. I'm proud of you, man. Also, anyone that's tuning in for the first time tonight, we are dealing with quite a situation here. We may be seeing a potential tornado try to develop just outside of Nashville here. It's heading towards the west side of Nashville, may pass just to the north here. Yep, I see it. New tornado warning, that one's observed. We're going to go ahead and sound the siren for that one. This is now a damaging tornado, radar confirmed. PDS warning now too, located over Springfield, 35 miles an hour. This is Sumner in Robinson County. It's a very dangerous storm. It's going to be on Springfield in the next 3 minutes. You need to be running to your shelter. White House and Cross Plains, you have 8 minutes. You need to be booking it to your shelter. And then Portland at 4:50 down the line, you need to be watching that. Mitchville, Orlinda, and Blackjack down the line, you need to be watching this as well. And anyone that's between mile markers 105 and 120 on Interstate 65 need to be taking shelter right now. Ooh, pretty much a tornado. Yep, pretty much a tornado outbreak at this point. There's no real way around it. This is pretty much a full-on tornado outbreak that we have going on here, and we're not even finished yet. Ryan Hall is out here chasing too. Oh man, this is crazy. Man, what a day it has been. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Also make sure you are hitting that share button, because some people in Nashville may not know somehow that there's a tornado on the ground, maybe heading towards them. Hoping that this thing lifts. The breeze signature does not look quite as impressive on here, but there's definitely still a drop here for sure. Definitely need you guys to be paying attention if you live in Nashville right now. This is nuts. Ooh, excuse me. Please don't tell me you're talking about Corinth right now. Oh man. This is where we start to struggle here, because we're gonna have to switch between radars pretty often now at this point. Yeah, I see a little something here. You said KNQA. Oh, the Memphis radar. I kind of see it. Not super impressive, but we'll have to watch that one as well. Yep, this is right about where we scheduled that the most active weather was going to occur. It's ironic that we had to restart the stream, but at least it happened then and not now. This is a very crucial time. Oh, that's a nasty couplet. Might be picking back up a little bit here. Might have just let that tornado lift, and maybe it's trying to produce another one that could be even bigger. Let's hope that that isn't the case. But that is not good at all. I'm hoping these guys are on the way to Nashville to try to warn people. I think Ryan might be going after the... I think Ryan might actually be going for Nashville as well. Haven't really seen his marker move. Obviously, I can't show his stream for reasons, so I'm not going to. Oh, that debris ball around Springfield's picked up tremendously. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is a really dangerous storm right there. The Nashville velocity looks insane, and then the Springfield CC drop looks incredible. Like this is wild right here. Like I said, definitely if you can hit that share button, if you know anyone in Nashville, you definitely need to share this to them directly. If you know anyone outside of Portland, Tennessee, towards Springfield, Tennessee, share this as well. This is crazy. Springfield may have taken a big hit just now. Like, there's so much debris. That is nuts. You could probably clearly see it. Look at that. Yeah, that just went right through the southeast side of Springfield. This will be one to remember. This is nuts. This is nuts. December outbreak, folks. If you think that it doesn't happen during December, look no further. This is a shining example right here. Unbelievable. And the thing is, we're still not done. We're far from finished. Man, that velocity. Yeah, Ryan's heading towards Nashville. He needs to be careful. He might be in the path of this. He's just to the north here. I don't like that move. I think he might need to back off on this one. Nah, that CC drop. Yeah. Oh, I didn't. I don't know if I've ever taught you about that, Kyle, or not Kyle. Wow. Now I called you Kyle, Baconator. But when you see a CC drop start to really deepen after it passes a town, it means it's hit it directly. Because look, you didn't see much of it, and then as it hit Springfield, you start to see that more of that debris get picked up. So that's actually a really bad sign. So yeah, not trying to sour the mood here, but Springfield got hit. Springfield undoubtedly got hit. I've seen that signature far too many times, unfortunately. It does look like that velocity couplet is weakening, but if there's anyone over towards Cross Plains, still need to be in your safe spot because this could be still on the ground at the very least at this point. It doesn't look like there's a lot between these towns. From what I can see right now, there's a couple of little small communities here, so we'll see whether or not that debris ends up hitting. Yeah, when you get to a violent tornado, usually there's a pretty big CC drop no matter what it hits. But normally it'll kind of be a lot like this, where you see a tiny little ball, and then when it hits, boom. It looks like it hit right here over towards Perry Park. Really hoping that's not a trailer park. That could be a big impact. Be interesting to see what the rating would be on this, depending on what it has hit. And the strength of the building structures here. There is some good news to be had here. It looks like that rotation is weakening as it's starting to enter Nashville, though. Perry Park. Yeah, it's Perry Park. You had it right. Wow. What a day. What a day. We still have more to watch. That's the even crazier thing. That is crazy. Ryan's about to get hit by some really strong winds from this cell here. I do think that tornado might have lifted here, which is great news. Just in this corridor alone, we've had multiple tornado warning. We had multiple tornado touchdowns and damage. Looks like the corner tornado warning has been allowed to expire right now. We're just going with tornado possible tag, and then the one to the south of that, 2-inch hail. I'm starting to see that debris beginning to pick back up again from the Springfield storm. Just slightly. And this is about to hit a couple other communities right before hitting Cross Plains. This thing's moving too. It's moving at quite a pace here. Moving at about 45 or 35 still, but I think it's sped up a little bit since then. Yo, Kyle, it's getting big. It's getting active out here. Glad you are here. You came at the perfect time. Pause. But you showed up at the perfect time because we're gonna need some help here. I have no idea how bad the damage is exactly, but just look at the timing of when this debris ball hit. You already know what this means. This is about to hit another town right here, Cross Plains. And then just outside of Nashville, there was something that it popped up over here. Right there was a tornado, and then eventually it lifted, I think. Yeah, I think it's lifted now. Alright, bet. Yeah, it went up even earlier than what we thought it was going to be. We were thinking about 4 or 5 o'clock. Oh, there's still chances. There's still all that stuff towards Mississippi that hasn't fired yet. So we're gonna be here. I'm gonna be here a while. So we're gonna see something. I'm pretty sure. But this is pretty much a whole outbreak. All right, bet. Alright, bet. Yeah, that'll be in the next hour. Yeah, me too, Vegator, me too. It's hard not to be surprised at just how intense this outbreak has gotten. And like I said, we're still not done. We still have to watch the other cells off to the south here. And then there's another tornado warning over towards Frankfurt. Like, what the? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that would be awesome right there. Have that hourly composite. That would be sick. Appreciate that. But just, wow, man. Wow. What a day it's been. I don't really see much with this Frankfurt storm, though. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong radar or something, but this doesn't look all that impressive. At least not to me. The closest one I can look at is Louisville and Wilmington. I don't really see much anything on velocity here. Yeah, I'm appreciative of it, man. Appreciative of the dedication to your craft, man. When you do get that job, hopefully, I wish I could like send you something, whether it's a beer or whatever. But it'll be well deserved when that time comes. Right on, man. Right on. Go get it. They'd be foolish not to take you. That's all I'm gonna say. If they don't take you, that's stupid. That's a big loss on their part. That's all I'll say. They've issued out ahead of this new tornado. They put a new tornado warning out ahead of the Nashville storm. You gotta just run your race your way, man. That's the way I see it. You have to run your race. Only you can run it anyway. Alright, man. Okay. There's Baconator's favorite song here. Solitude of an Era. That's the name of the song, by the way, Baconator. You know what? Just for that, I might play this song again, just for you, Baconator. Can I temp up the amplitude of the music? The volume? Sure. Don't worry, eventually I'm going to be using a little bit more of my own stuff, own material. I'm working on it, alright? It's kind of hard to do that when you have outbreaks like this going on. Give me a second here. Looks like all the radar Omega chasers have converged upon each other. They're probably just gonna form a little convoy here. Still be cool to see that in person. Or just even on radar, just being able to see that's gonna be pretty cool. We still have a pretty good still got a pretty good signature with Springfield, but I do think that that's starting to diminish now, thankfully. So maybe crossplanes might get spared here. It'd be really nice to see that happen here, but that's still a really dangerous storm ongoing. The velocity's starting to drop off too, which is great news. Really great news. This brings the total count of reports just along that corridor up to about 8. And then, like I said, there's still these storms over here towards Jackson, Mississippi, and Greenville that we're watching too. Shoot, man. Really hope things will calm down eventually. Some more convection going on here. You may start to see some squall lines you might start to see that squall line and eventually an MCS or even a QLCS begin to develop here. Yep. Starting to see a little bit more linear activity over here towards northern Mississippi here. This is where the front is most likely going to be at too. So eventually we will see this begin to slowly egress its way out of here. I still don't understand why they have that tornado warning there in Frankfurt. Storm looks like it's trying to make a little bit of a push again. It looks like Brandon's the first one to be able to see, but it looks like just a mess of rain right now. You look like him. No, you look like the chick from Wendy's. Trying to get a better look at this cell here without getting too close to the radar here. Yeah, you retracted that real quick, didn't you? Well, I'm tall, lengthy, and I'm powerful, so yes, I am a QLCS. Take that. And you can get wrecked by me too, so there you go. No, you don't know how to use pauses correctly, man. You don't know how to use pauses correctly, Baconator. Something you will learn more as you get older. I said what I said. It's not a blooper either, so get over it. Looks like there's some wind damage over in Bowling Green here. Roof damage to a hotel. So reports are still coming in. But I am tall and I have long arms, so I'm tall and lengthy. Get over yourself. Get your mind out the gutter. You still lose this one. You still lose. But anyway, looks like that storm is starting to weaken a bit from what I can see here. Thank goodness. There's still a chance that it could do something, but for right now, it doesn't look all that impressive anymore. Nothing like what it once did. Also, to anyone that's just tuning in for the first time this evening or is tuning back in, stream went down, so if anyone would be so kind as to hit that like button a second time around. If you're just joining back in, definitely do that. Or if you're new, hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. We've actually been streaming since 1 o'clock, but the other stream went down around 4. Dude, all the Apache has to do is destroy Wendy's and you're screwed, man. Looks like they're still reissuing though, so I don't think they're done with this tornado warning just yet. Seeing an increase in severe thunderstorm warnings now, so we're starting to see more damaging winds coming into play now. See a nice little surge right here on this line here. Let's go ahead and see what we got now. Yeah, we're starting to see an increase in damaging wind potential. I expect those reports to start to go up as time goes on. First tornado possible tag that I've seen from southern Mississippi now too, so we might see a little slowdown here, but we are far from finished. Eventually I'm gonna try to sneak in some food in the middle of this. So there is a tornado in Nashville once again. I thought it was cycling back. Yeah, that Nashville cell is looking all kinds of weird, but it's also because we're so close to the radar. It's kind of hard to see what's going on here. This little local radar might be our best friend here, really. I mean, you can kind of see something on reflectivity. Base velocity. Oh yeah, I do see something. It's towards Hendersonville now. Dang, that's another one, man. We're at least 10 right now, and we still can see more. You can pretty much yeah, just chalk this one up as a tornado outbreak. And if you actually look on his stream, you can see the feeder bands kind of rotating in the counterclockwise direction from west to east, and then kind of takes a little bit of a turn here, so there's some rotation going on still right now. But that's crazy, man. This has been a crazy day. I remember when I first saw this storm system on the models, I thought to myself that this looked pretty impressive. This is going to be one that ends up a playlist for sure. 100%. No question. This will be one to remember, that's for sure. And also the threat for flash flooding too. It's really high. Let's see what Core's perspective looks like, if we can get a hold of him. But yeah, this is about to hit Henderson head on here. I hate that it's so close to the radar though. That's the only issue with it. All we can do is go with this loop here and see if there's any. I guess that might be it. It's hard to say, but I'm guessing that. I'm gonna take a guess and say that's probably where it is right now. Fort Campbell? Ah, okay, gotcha. Good catch, Baconator. Oh, yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. 100% on the ground. No question about it. Sheesh, man. What a day. Just what a day. I am dumbfounded. You don't expect this kind of stuff in December. A lot of people don't. I mean, it can happen. We've seen it happen. Most recent example being Mayfield. In fact, the outbreak on Mayfield was far worse than this so far. But we're still far from finished. A really nice looking couplet right there. So Hendersonville is about to get hit head on by this. Some really bad news. It's really bad news there. This could even be a big tornado here. Brandon might try to catch up to it again. Tornado emergency just got issued. This is the first tornado emergency this winter. Wow, this is crazy. So this is a tornado emergency for Gallatin and Hendersonville. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. This is a confirmed large and destructive tornado. It's moving at 40 miles an hour. So Gallatin, you have 6 minutes left. Hendersonville, this is already pretty much on you. So you need to be in your safe spot now. You need to be running to your safe spot. Interstate 65 between mile markers 91 and 102, you need to be in your safe spot as well. And you need to book it. This is that. Wow. What an evening, man. Man, that's wild. That was a great call, Baconator. Great call. Loop it to 7 frames. Or just loop it. Baconator, you have improved so much, dude. Like, it is insane. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very proud of you. Wow, look at that. That is a very dangerous tornado right there. Here comes Ryan. He might be getting close to it. He might be behind it, though. I don't think they're going to catch up to this one. This might be moving a little too fast, and there's a little too much traffic from what I saw on the cameras here. That is unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And a lot of the traffic cameras in Tennessee are down. Maybe towards Nashville I might be able to pull something off, though. Let me see if I can. Nope. Yeah, cameras are out. I would love to see this Joker right here. If anyone sees anything on Twitter, feel free to let me know and tag me in it. I barely even go on Twitter, so I don't know. I guess I have to look up what my Twitter name is. That's embarrassing. Oh, Ty Metalweather WX or Ty Metal WX. That is my Twitter handle. So if you see anything on Twitter, feel free to tag me in it or send it to me, directly send it to me, and I'll put it up on here. Hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. Which part of Tennessee are you in? Hang on, hang on. Where are you? Where are you at? Where you at? Where you at? Right now, I guess just go to your safe spot. Tier your room away from windows. Bathroom wouldn't be a terrible idea. If you have a basement, definitely go there. Probably the safest place to go. I don't think you're going to die, especially if you're not over here. So, you stay calm. We'll help you get through this. Head to a bathroom or in a closet. You just want to be away from windows. That's the main thing you want. Just be away from the windows. If you're in the warning, you want to make sure that you have some pillows, a way to protect your head in particular. Wow, this is a big storm. I just went straight through Hendersonville. If you're able to, try to get your mattress and place it over the top of you, and of course the pillows too. That's if you have time. If you don't, just take the pillows with you. Oh, they're heading straight towards Hendersonville where all the damage is. You hate to see stuff like this, you really do. And I've seen my share of it this year. Here, you can see Vince in the shot. I think you see even Vince in the shot there. Man. Dang it. What city in Tennessee are you in? If you don't mind me asking. It's okay if you're not, if you aren't comfortable with telling me. Completely understand that. I'm gonna pause this right now. We're in a pretty serious mode now at this point. That is wild, and it's still on the ground. So if you happen to be in if anyone happens to be in Gallatin right now, you definitely need to be taking shelter, like on the spot. You don't need to be waiting. We already know this is on the ground and doing damage. So please, if you would, get to a safe spot now. Don't sit around and wait. And this is also, we're pretty much in a nocturnal phase of this event. So at this point, we are, wow. At this point, we're not going to be able to see these tornadoes easily, unless you're a trained spotter. So don't go out looking for this. Simply put, just don't go looking for this. Have another tornado warning in Kentucky here. This is over towards Simpson and Allen counties. We'll go ahead and sound the siren for that one as well. This is located near Portland, Kentucky. This is it's located near Portland, Tennessee. This is actually in Kentucky, though. It's moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. Which one? The one in Texas? Or there were a lot of tornado emergencies this year. There was one towards Colorado Springs. We've covered a lot this year, Baconator. When you really think about it, it's kind of crazy. I mean, we're a small channel, but we've been around. That goes without saying. We have been around. I'm really hoping the people in Henderson are okay. Really hoping that they're going to be all right. Hoping everyone was in their safe spot. Seeing this stuff never is easy. Brandon sees damage. If you're in this area with the pink outline, then you are in the emergency, the tornado emergency. But if you aren't, then you might be okay for right now. You should be okay. Because this is over, this is off to the Scottsbluff, Gehring. I'm not sure if I remember that one. Man, there's been so many this year, it's unbelievable. It looks like that's probably Vince and Corey that are blocked right now. Because Ryan Hall and Brandon Kopic are able to move right now, but they're seeing plenty. They're reporting a lot of the damage, I'm sure. Corporal Oria. Man, what a day. What a day. It's unreal. This is competing, in a way, this is somewhat competing with some of the outbreaks we saw early in the spring towards January and February. But I've noticed over the years we've kind of seen a few more outbreaks during this time of year and beyond. So it doesn't completely surprise me, but I'm still just stunned. This, yeah, Gallatin's next. Gallatin's next. I really hope that this somehow lifts. All right. Yeah, this is unbelievable, man. Like, freaking. And you know what's the eeriest thing about this is it's December 9th. You know what tomorrow is? 2 years ago, this tomorrow would be the 2-year anniversary of the Mayfield outbreak. Yeah, on Radar Omega, you can pull up the names. I can't show everybody's stream because some of them have rights over here. But yeah, I know them by the emblems at this point. It's no issue, Corporal Oreo. But either way, I appreciate the information. But yeah, I remember that one. That was actually the event that's made me say, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Because I was just like, I want to help out more. Because I just remember seeing those tornado emergencies all throughout the night. Like, it was nuts. Yeah. Prayers up for everybody right now, man. Like, that's crazy. Also, we on our team here, we have Kyle here again. He just got his degree for meteorology. Eventually, he will be going on to. We will probably see him in the National Weather Service someday, and we'll be getting forecasts from him. But he has made, since he's been here with us, he's been making his own little composite forecast that he's drawn by hand, and this is what he has pulled up for us here. If I can get this to switch over really quickly. Oh. I opened the wrong window, and here we go. So basically what we're looking at right here is going to be northeast Mississippi, South Tennessee, northwest Alabama in the next little bit coming into play. This is kind of the area that we were seeing towards the middle of the day and towards this stage of the event, but we still have more to go. We could see a couple other areas further off to the south here as well. But it's going to be a long one. Kyle said he's going to be working on making composite forecast every hour. And then also here's a skew T chart for anyone that's familiar with it. I'll put it into simple terms for you like this. When you see this little red loop kind of going up the y-axis like this, that's usually a pretty good tell that there's favorability for tornadoes here. So it's been an active night, and we're far from finished here. We've been actually streaming since 1, and probably going to be on here maybe till 10, maybe even later than that. So we're back on Radar Omega here. I had to step away from the chat for a second. This isn't the first Super on live stream. There was a Idalia and actually Henry, or not Hillary, Henry, but Hillary, where I got my first supers. But I appreciate that, Kyle. Really do. Man, I'm really hoping. Oh, it looks like it may have somehow passed to the south of Gallatin. That would be great if it missed. But even then, this is still a heavily populated area. Oh, yeah. In fact, the population might be denser to the south. Ah, no. Not what we wanted to see. Yep. We're already setting up for that. I've already been doing some looking up on the pattern that could be, even though it's still months out. Then, of course, Reed's tornado forecast is also another thing to go off of here. We are going to be ready when springtime comes around again. This spring, based off of what I've seen and what Reed Timmer has been saying, it looks like it could be a pretty active spring towards your area, in particular, Baconator. It seems like it's definitely leaning more towards a traditional Tornado Alley type of year. God, you hate this. Oh, man, I hate seeing this kind of stuff. All I can say is I hope that this is weakened, because I think it's really done a lot of damage in Hendersonville. I find it hard. Oh, no. Alright. We can't show his feed anymore now. I don't want to show that feed anymore. But overall here, damage looks like it's pretty significant in Hendersonville. I'm almost kind of scared to see what lies ahead here. If you do have damage images you just have to show me, then I'm gonna go ahead and put up my Twitter handle so that way you can see it. Oh, I'm pretty sure you know what happened there, Baconator. I'm pretty sure. You hate to see it. You really hate to see this. Dang it, man. I was really hoping that this wouldn't happen. But this is my Twitter handle I'm putting up here. Only reason I'm not putting the ad up is because it'll mistake it for my YouTube channel, and we're trying to get to Twitter, so yeah. We'll pin the message too, so that way you guys everybody can see it. Feel free to give a follow. I don't really go on there too much though, but in this situation, it might be helpful to anyone that's trying to convey the message to anyone that's looking over towards that's wanting to know what's going on over towards Hendersonville and Gallatin. Yeah, it's bad, Baconator. It's really bad. Not gonna lie. Yeah, damage might be pretty complete there. I'm hoping somehow that no one got hurt. There's videos on Twitter right now of the tornado, so tag me in that if you find it. Like I said, just wow, just wow. There's Skycam videos right before I got to it, and it was already taken down at that point. I think the power might have gone out at that time when I was looking for it. Wait, I do have something I can show you, I think. This is directly from Radar Omega's Twitter, so I might be able to show it to you without getting in trouble. Just give me a second here. This is it right here. This is the tornado right in front of Brandon that we were talking about just a little bit ago. My goodness. That is unbelievable. And this is the same storm that just went through Gallatin and Henderson. Or Hendersonville. Just, my mind's blown. My mind is absolutely blown. That's just insane. Oh, you don't use Twitter? It's alright if you don't. In fact, if anything, I wouldn't blame you. I would not blame you at all if you didn't use Twitter. Skycam video. Okay. Yeah, prayers definitely need to be going up right now. This is a really bad situation. Really unfortunate that this is going on here. Doesn't look like they're going to keep the tornado emergency, thankfully, so that's good news, but still, there is a tornado warning with an observed tag for the same storm, so we are not finished just yet. Ease up, Baconator. Let's not go crazy now. Man, you really, like I said, you really hate to see this stuff. It leaves a pit in my stomach every time I do. Alright, let's go ahead and look and see what this observed tag is, because there's still people in danger here. We have southeastern Sumner County, southwestern Macon County, and Truesdale County in Middle Tennessee that's dealing with a large and extremely dangerous tornado over Gallatin, moving east at 40 miles an hour. It's a radar confirmed tornado. It's been confirmed on the ground before. This has just moved through Gallatin. Now it's going through Now it's going to be going through Hartsville in the next 10 minutes. If you happen to be in Bethpage and Bledsoe Creek State Park, you need to be taking shelter right now. Oh, you live south of Nashville. You're all right then. You're safe. You're safe. The storm is well past you. The tornado emergency is expired. You're good. Still maybe a couple storms heading your way, but damaging wind would be more so the main threat than an actual tornado. Still should be watchful of it, but the violent tornado threat has passed your area. Wow, what a night. No, you aren't going to die. You're safe. You're safe. I promise you, you're safe. You are safe. I promise you, you're safe. You are fine. I promise. You have my word. You are safe right now. The tornado is not coming to get you. That tornado is gone. It's moved away from you. Trust me. You're fine. Promise. Actually, even is said to be maybe a marginal risk for severe, even from my area tonight. Although I don't really think it's going to verify or anything like that, but still, the fact that, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that, y'all. Forgot it. I have two screens here. I have to adjust to this. Yeah, I should get some water. My mouth is actually a little bit dry. Uh, I'll put some music back on for right now. I'll be right back. Probably should try and order some food too, because I'm probably gonna have to eat on stream. It's gonna be one of those kinds of situations. Man, what a night. Alright. I'm back. Sorry to keep y'all waiting. Let me go ahead and get the screen back up. Treyana, you're safe. I promise you. I'm telling you, you're safe. Tornado's moving away from you. Far away from you. It's already 30 miles away, just like Baconator said. You're fine. There may be some thunderstorms in the area still, but they're not going to be tornadic or what. And if you really need to, just keep watching the stream. This is Nashville that we're looking at right now here. This little yellow polygon doesn't mean that there's a tornado on the ground. It's when you see this red one right here that means that there's a tornado. You're safe. You're safe. And if something changes, we'll be the first to let you know. No questions asked. Promise. You gotta trust me, though. We got you, okay? All right. Looks like these are the only two tornado warnings left over. We still have, of course, that one that's east of Gallatin now. And for the moment, it really seems like nothing really is coming from Louisiana and Mississippi at the moment. which is great news because we had our hands full there for a minute. Something could easily slip under our noses, but we've been lucky so far. There's still a very dangerous tornado over here from the looks of it. Although it does look like it's starting to weaken finally, mercifully. But damage is pretty significant. Unfortunately, damage is done. Yeah, we got you. Yeah, we have Smash Burger here. I've never tried it though. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat tonight, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Chipotle, if it's gonna be US Cafe. Oh, Smash Burgers fries? Kind of reminds me of what Five Guys is like. I don't know if you have Five Guys over there where you are, Kyle, but Five Guys, like, they have it. They have like really good fries, but their burgers are kind of like mid. Yeah, but over here where we live, Five Guys really isn't all that. It's almost kind of like a laughing stock. We just recently got Whataburger though. Yeah, we haven't gotten In and Out. We don't have In and Out here, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. Whataburger? Yeah, I haven't. I've never had them. But yeah, there's a lot of fanfare behind it. Yeah, I think In and Out is a West Coast thing. I think Whataburger came from like the Midwest, maybe the West Coast. I don't know. You're a rephrase. How about that? Yeah, this storm's finally starting to weaken. Thank goodness. Yep, that's going to be a blooper. That is going to be a blooper, sir. That is going to be a blooper. Wow, we really had a surge here during that tornado emergency. I kind of feel conflicted when those kinds of things happen, honestly. I'm grateful for it in one sense, but I don't like people's lives being turned upside down either. Appreciate everyone who's joined back in or has joined up for the first time tonight. Appreciate you all. Prayers definitely need to be going up towards Nashville, Hendersonville, and Gallatin for sure. Alright, anyway though, back to the matter at hand. I think we're seeing this storm weaken now finally. It's now a radar indicated tornado warning. And then we have one other here that's over towards Scottsville in Kentucky. Wow. What a day. What you call clocking in and getting it done, though. still rotation here, but it's nothing like what it once was. I mean, it goes without saying, though. It is trying to surge. It's still trying to keep itself together, though. Could it recycle? Maybe. But it is running out of juice here for a moment, at least. Special weather statement towards rolling fork. Great. Talk about bringing back flashbacks. Uh-oh. Tour possible near Boonville. We were anticipating that area getting going eventually. It might be time. It was only a matter of time. We also have tornado possible tag over towards Wynn, Louisiana. Alright, bet. Northeast Mississippi, gotcha. Go back to reflectivity here for the first time. Yeah, that was one of the first ones we saw today, was the ones near Clarksville. We actually have a buddy that lives over in that area. He's heading back over there. Thankfully, his community got spared, but it was about 4 miles away. What a night. What a day it's been, honestly. This kind of reminds me a lot of the 2020 Nashville event that happened in February of that year. That was a really powerful tornado. It could have been another situation just like that. That one was rated EF3, and then I think there was another one that was nearby that had a rating of 4. Obviously, I don't know the full scope of the damage, so I'm not going to give a rating, obviously, but still. East of Oxford's trying to spin. Oh, man. We can't catch a break tonight. Need to find a better radar site. Let's see if Jackson's any better. North Carrollton looks a little crazy. Oh, yeah. Look at the Yazoo City roll. Oh, boy. Well, thankfully it's past Rolling Fork, because we don't need another memory. I don't need another memory. Oh, yeah, I did get to see some pictures of damage from what I saw earlier. It looked like it was mostly roof damage, mainly tree damage, but could be more. Lord, man. You guys could definitely hit that share button too if you would, because we're still not done here. We still have a whole nother area that we're having to keep an eye on here too, and it's crazy. Man. Alright. So new composite forecast coming up, huh, Kyle? All right. Looking forward to it, man. I think your area is going to end up being right where we would expect it to be. Maybe a little bit further off to the, maybe a tiny bit to the south. I don't know. It's going to be close. It just really depends on where that trough is going to end up. Twelve minutes left for this tornado warning here over towards Gallatin. Let's hope that this storm is done. Still a little inflow notch there, so it's not like it's completely impossible for it to produce another. But I do think that tornado that we saw earlier is undoubtedly lifted now. Wow. Yeah, the rotation there is definitely not anywhere near as impressive as it once was. So we may get to see this warning expire, no reissuing, which would be awesome. This will be the last tornado warning for a little bit too, at least till later tonight. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, in case you missed it, Baconator, we're down to one tornado warning now, finally, for the first time in a while. Oh my goodness, what a night. And then, of course, we're still anticipating something going on over here towards Mississippi. But Mississippi is probably going to be the last area to go. Once it gets going, though, it's going to go for a little bit, and then we're probably going to be done. Probably going to be here till like 9 or 10 o'clock at this rate, with the way things are. Definitely need to eat something soon. I may actually need... If the warning expires soon, with no others being issued, I may step away for a brief moment again. Talk to the house, see exactly what we want to do for dinner here. Because I don't think anyone's wanting to cook today anyhow. Do have to be on the lookout for this little these little small cells that end up being ingested by this line. Maybe they could quickly try to produce a spin up as well. You're a good Baconator. No need for apologies. Ain't nothing really going on over here right now, which is great news. Okay. And tornado warning has expired now. So that's some good news for the first time in a while. We get a little bit of a break in the action here. I gotta check on some people in the house real quick. I will be right back. I'll keep the music going here, but I will return momentarily. Alright, I'm back, guys. Sorry. Had to make sure everybody's eating or is ready to eat here. So I'm going to be ordering food while I do this here since there's no tornado warnings at the moment. But I'm, of course, watching the radar as well. Whew, man. My mind's just blown. Oh. Okay. Appreciate you guys being patient with me today. This has been a crazy one. Wow. Wondering just how many of you are as stunned as I am, man. So looking at the overall scope of things right now, while I'm I'm trying to order food, we got 12 tornado reports currently, 7 wind reports, and 29 hail reports. Hail is the most active, most active hazard so far. We're not done yet. We're gonna see those wind reports go up, but wow, these 12 reports have been very impactful to say the least. All right, back. Excuse me. Bless me. Oh, I could sound like the death metal dog too in a minute, but I'm not really feeling. Oh, here we go. Tornado warning, and wait, where? Oh, okay, it's towards northern Tennessee. Peep that D. That's a pause, my man. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. That is a pause. This is towards Lafayette and Bowling Springs counties will be Clay and Macon counties. Storm is capable of producing a tornado over Lafayette, moving east at 50 miles an hour. So Red Boiling Springs around 550, so 2 minutes. So some other areas to look out for would be Bug Tussle and Boils. And Moss as well. Okay. Finally got that food order in. Welcome back, Baconator. We already got another tornado warning. Daggone it. Alright, message sent. Okay. Also it's done. Alright, cool. Alright, you got a new composite forecast, hand drawn by our very own Kyle the Tactile here. So here is the latest that we got here. So here's the composite we have here. 95 knots, 35 knots winds here, 62 degree dew points. And then right here towards northeastern parts of Mississippi is where we're going to have to be watching for the threat of most likely what will end up being the highest threat for severe, I should say. Maybe tornadoes as well here. This is how you know I've been streaming for a while, because usually at this point I start to get a little bit messy with my words. So just bear with me. Baconator, you know I saw all of that, right? You know what's coming next. Better say. I only have one thing to say after all of that, Baconator, and you know what that is. Bye-bye. You knew that was coming. Also, that's a pause too. Anyway. Here is our lone tornado warning at this point, along with our many tornado reports. My gosh. The storm's rotation does not seem incredible, but there is something here towards Red Boiling Springs. You'll be alright, Baconator. It's okay. Yeah, all those guys are still over here towards Hendersonville. They're cleaning up already. And then Ryan's probably going over to Gallatin to see if they're alright. Probably got a lot of help. Yeah, we could have gone without knowing that, Baconator, I'm not going to lie. But anyway, side of our one, we only have this one tornado warning, thankfully, at this point, but we still have much more to go here. We still have at least a few more hours about 2, possibly even 3. Whoa. Oh my goodness. So I'm looking on Twitter right now. Apparently, I don't know if I can show this one. Last one video I could show was from Radar Omega, and I use it, pay for it, etc. But there was apparently an oil or gas facility in Nashville that got hit by a tornado, and there was an explosion. Are you serious? Wow. I'm blown away. Like, what? Yes, I'm not kidding you. That is unbelievable. I'm gonna send you the link on Discord so you can see it. But this is unbelievable. Wow, that storm was something truly incredible. That was unbelievable. If you see the caption I left, that should just tell it all to you. I mean, honestly. Like, how in the world? Yes, there was a video, and I just posted it on Discord. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you, Kyle. I saw what you were saying. The possible tag towards Jackson. 2-inch hail. Wow, 2-inch hail again. They never put a hatch for hail for this one today. Oh, I see it. Yeah, that definitely's got that look to it. Two-inch hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds. Wow, this has been quite a night, man. Quite a night. But yeah, I just posted the video on Discord and the damage and the storm and damage reports area. But that I'm mind blown, honestly. This, wow. Yeah, hen eggs. There should be some on here. I gotta figure out how to get better at like making those emojis. I've never been like really good at it. There we go. No, Kyle, that's not it. Eggplant does not count, daggone it. Disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. Daggone it, these are my mods. Oh my god. Oh boy, though. Trying to lighten the mood. I appreciate you trying to lighten the mood. Sheesh. New tornado warning. This one's towards Lawrenceburg. This is Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, to be clear. Here, but this is Lawrence and Wayne counties in Middle Tennessee. This is located near Waynesboro, moving east at 45 miles an hour. So Lawrenceburg, 620 Central is whenever this is going to be heading your way. Also, Etheridge and Henryville need to be on the lookout for this storm. Yeah. It'll be fine. But yeah, you didn't have to post the daggone eggplant. Sheesh. You knew what you were doing. Wait, what? Oh, God. Try not to cuss on here. Oh, sheesh. I'm pretty sure Baconator's out of timeout now. He's still 2-inch. No, he's making it. Yeah, here he is. He's out here about to make this worse. You too, I tell you, you lot. Oh, somebody unsubbed from that too. Oh man. No, you guys need to chill. Alright, I'm not feeding into this mess. Yeah, they're probably actually helping out. That's typically what will happen if they see a big tornado come through. They usually, a lot of them are actually trained in first response and standard first aid, so it's not surprising that they're not really moving any further. I already saw Brandon Kopic on the way out. He was starting to assist people, checking on people. And then Ryan Hall, I think he's probably stopped over towards Gallatin. They're done chasing for the night, though. I can guarantee you. There's probably other chasers that are out there chasing other storms, but yeah, these guys are going to be focused on this area with all the damage that's there. Also, I saw a video of a oil or gas plant that exploded in the middle of the tornado. That was unbelievable. I would show it on here, but I get the feeling that I would probably get my stream taken down if I did show it. Only reason I showed that last video was because it was on Radar Omega. If it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't have an issue with it. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have even shown that. It even set the tree on fire. That's the craziest part. I can send the link. That's the video right there. It's on Jordan Hall weather. There's videos of tornado all over social media already. Fair enough. So weird not having football or anything else on to watch while I'm storm chasing. Or whenever I'm on here, I wouldn't call this storm chasing. It's just watching the weather more or less. Conveying what I see to you guys. See if I can find a better radar site over here, because there's not really too many available. What, in the college football playoffs? Okay. I think Texas beats Washington. And then Michigan Alabama's good. A good game right there. I want to go with Michigan. I'm most inclined to pick Michigan at this point. Alabama's really good, but I can't ever bring myself to pick them. I just don't like Alabama, man. I never have. And then on top of that, anything to not hear the Alabama fan base keep talking their mess, man. 'Cause they're obnoxious fans, just like the Bulldogs fans are. And it's sad because I come from Georgia too. That's the thing, but sometimes the Bulldog fans just go overboard way too much. I'm just like, dude, I don't want to be a part of that. Screw that. Anyway, though, we do have that rotation over here towards Lawrenceburg. And actually, we might be able to get a look at it. Ooh, we get a little nighttime view here. Tennessee Valley weather. We can actually take a look at that here. Winds are dead calm out ahead of this line. That's so eerie. I wonder though, Corporal Oreo, what are your thoughts on that video, man? Because it blew my mind when I saw it too. I was just like, what the heck? What am I watching? Also, everyone that's tuning in for the first time tonight, we're in the middle of what seems to be a severe weather and tornado outbreak here. Still have tornado warnings ongoing right now. Baconator, it's kind of hard to tell, really. I mean, it was very blurry video. It's rainy, it looked like. Then it was kind of far away, but power line seems like the most feasible reason as to why, but it could be something else. Any sort of debris could cause a little rupture and any sort of friction. It could be just about anything. It'll be interesting to see what the investigation ends up yielding once all is said and done here. Obviously, trying to investigate right now is going to be next to impossible, considering the amount of damage that's across the freaking city. Also, everyone who's tuned in up to this point, man, thanks for coming back, especially if you were if you were on the previous stream here, because we had a internet issue and then we ended up getting disconnected. Yeah, Kyle's in rare form tonight. I mean, both of y'all are in rare form, if I'm being honest. But anyway, between Michigan and Texas, who would win? That's a tough one to answer. I want to say maybe Texas. Good. If you fell off your chair, Baconator, that's actually good. Maybe it'll get you to behave. Maybe that's a symbol of fate. Maybe that's a signal from fate that you need to get your act together. Dang. I can relate to how that feels. I think Bama would win the rematch if I'm being honest, though. It's another tornado warning over here towards Tompkinsville. Pretty much an extension of the tornado warning we have now. But now, here we go with those damaging winds starting to kick in now. We're starting to get those 70-mile-per-hour tags. I was figuring that this would kick in a little bit later. And of course, this is right towards Red Boiling Spring. So if you don't get a tornado, you could still get damaging winds, which can be just as bad. So make sure that you are in your safe spot if you're in Tompkinsville, Gamaliel, Meshack, Forkton, Blythe, Harlan, Crossroads, Freetown, Vernon, Paytonsburg, and Stalcup. No, you're not pooped. You are just fine, Baconator. You are just fine. Yeah, damaging winds. Yeah, straight line winds can be just as bad as a tornado. And usually sometimes their damage is more widespread because with a tornado it's usually a smaller focused area, albeit, but the span of that area is yo, I'm gonna need you to take it down a peg. Wilding out here with that. Saying side chick, man. Chill out. Y'all gotta chill. I'm gonna time y'all out if y'all keep this up. Y'all tripping. Y'all are tripping. Chill out. But yeah, high winds, straight line winds, downburst, just as damaging. Some cases even more damaging than weak tornadoes. Yeah, third floor. Hush it, Kyle. But yeah, being on a higher floor for any wind event is it's not fun. You tripping? Dang, Kyle. You on 4 hours of sleep is wild, bro. You probably not even gonna remember nothing. Shoot, just living on the second floor. Whenever we would get high winds or wind advisories, you could hear that little high pitched noise off the window. It's kind of eerie sometimes. Thankfully, these cells aren't crazy as far as rotation is concerned. Definitely more concerned about the damaging wind threat. I know how you feel. I'm not far away from it, if I'm being honest. I haven't eaten since 1:45. It's almost 7:15. Shut up, Baconator. So it looks like we had lost that camera feed for a moment. Looks like we got it back now. Oh, is that what you wanted? Okay. Timeout. Bye bye. There you go. You got what you wanted. You dunce. Since you want to act like a dunce, that's how you will be treated. I'm just kidding. You're not a dunce. Or are you? I appreciate you, Corporal Oreo. See you next time, hopefully. Merry Christmas to you, too. We'll probably be, with the way the weather pattern is, we'll probably be streaming again at some point. Fortunately and maybe unfortunately. Let's hope it's not another situation like what we saw today. I'm really hoping things kind of stay slow from this point. Dang. So here we are still looking at tornado warnings after all this time. Is that what I think it is? Baseball-sized hail today. Baconator. Oh my goodness, dude. Just can't get it right, man. Just can't get it right, can you? Just hush it. That's what you should do. Just hush. Yeah, kinda. It's been a while. We've been on here for a while. You took a nap too, so yeah, your BG is gonna be low. Makes sense. Go take care of it. Wait, what's going on here? Why did my radar move? I think we're gonna go ahead and start looking more towards this region, see what we have going on here. Yazoo, we have this one here. Just need some, I think I just need to get some food in me soon. That's all. Just a little tired. All right. We can anticipate some increasing damaging wind reports in the next little bit here. Do have some good news here. Looked at the meso discussion here. A watch further off to the east towards Kentucky and eastern Tennessee is unlikely. Watch probability is less than 20%. So there's some good news. There's the first little piece of good news there. And then over towards where we have the red little box, the red little circle right here, this meso discussion states as follows that tornadoes will remain possible this evening, even as storm modes will likely become more linear, meaning there will be an increased damaging wind threat. And then with the current watch that we have now, all hazards still remain a concern currently with the overall threat here. Looks like this storm with a tornado warning still has that 70-mile-per-hour tag on it now, so still have to be on the lookout for damaging winds. At the very least, if it's not a tornado outbreak, this is definitely a severe weather outbreak. Alright, so Kyle's just dropped the Nick's composite forecast here. And we're actually getting towards the tail end of this. So what I'm going to do, of course, is show you exactly what we have going on there. And it's not to say that we can't see anything going beyond this, but after this time frame here, this next hour, I really think things will start to really slow down. Damaging winds will still be possible, but the tornado threat's really going to start to drop off the next little bit here. Still seeing some alarming signs like this right here. What we were talking about earlier, if you were watching, is this little red loop here on the y-axis going straight up and then looping like that. That's often a sign of trouble. But we're kind of seeing some other parameters here starting to fall off a bit. Instability starting to wane a bit, and then the energy, while it's still there, not quite as impressive. Lift isn't as good, so we're starting to get to the end of this event, and you can kind of see towards the surface, which is a key component to tornado genesis, we're starting to see a little bit of a drop off here. It's still sufficient enough to uphold a tornado or two, but we're about to see a drop in coverage here as far as that's concerned. But expect to see an increase in damaging wind reports in the next couple of hours. Probably hang around till about 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock at the latest, and then after that I think we're probably done for the night. That's pretty much what we have going on here. Everyone that's been hanging out and watching everything unfold here, appreciate you. Thanks for hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that share button. Not done just yet, but we're getting towards the tail end of it. Drop it like it's hot. See, senor. I hope that this Uber driver drops it like it hot. Does not drop my food like it's hot. Hey man, gotta make that money. I'm just happy that it was on a day off for me too, because I would have been really upset if this happened on like Friday or something. I would have probably missed about 3/4 of it, if not all of it, because I was getting home around this time. I'm just happy that I was able to cover this. And that's why I don't really like saying anything in regards to like whenever I say, hey, if you want to see me doing this more to anyone else in the audience, even though there's hardly anyone left now, what I would say is like, hey, if you want to see me here doing this more, definitely don't be shy. Feel free to hit that hit that share, not the share button, but the super thanks, or hit a super chat or something. Yeah, 10 hours of overtime is always nice. Most I've ever had at my job was 5. But with the outdoor jobs, it's a little bit sketchy sometimes with the whole overtime deal. It's good timing. Yeah, I get paid weekly too. It's a nice feeling. It's definitely less stressful. It's definitely less stressful. These 2 tornado warnings are just not going anywhere, are they? Also, to anyone that is new from today, just subbing into the first time, that's just sub to the channel. We do also do forecast videos in our spare time when we're not covering the storms. So, heads up there. I appreciate you, Baconator. 12.83 hours of overtime. 12.83. Oh yeah, that's correct. Because it's 40 hours, duh. But yeah, that's some pretty good overtime there. I hate how long it takes for Streamlabs to do that. It's so funny, but it's also so annoying. Cause like if I'm looking on chat and I see it, it's like probably 2 minutes later you hear the little guitar noise, like, and it almost kind of like semi scares you in a way. Like Streamlabs, you gotta do better. I need you to do a whole lot better than that. I'm not reading that, just so you know. I know, I gotta get around to recording it. That's the thing. I shall not. You can take that back. if you want even. I can send that back to you even, apparently, so yeah. I paid my own $2 for that. Yeah, and I can send you back your own $2 for that, for acting out. And I can also time you out too. Let's not forget that. Dunce. Alright, I'll time you out. I don't know why you think I won't do this. Oh, here we go. New tornado warning. This one's towards North Alabama. This is the first one in Alabama today. We got a little site over here towards Lexington that we can look at too. It's heading right in that general direction. Alright, let's see if we can find a radar around here though. There's too much stuff over here. Not really a great look on the radar right now. I was about to be really disappointed in you if you actually did do that. Don't even joke like that. Jeez, radar data's trash right here, right around this region. Which is really surprising because this is a very active corridor. I mean, I appreciate you doing that either way, man. I know you don't have to, but still appreciate it. Trying to find a good radar site that'll give us some good info here, but it just doesn't seem like there's too much to really work with. There we go. That's probably the best that we can use, right? The best we can get right here. But there's the couplet right there. Right up in here is our point of interest. So if there was going to be a tornado, it was going to be right up in here. And if it does touch down, we're going to have a perfect view for it because it's going to be heading right towards this site, this camera site right here in Lexington. Look at all the lightning. This is the only tornado warning that we have right now too, also. Speaking of which, I didn't even sound the siren. So, to refresh you here, it's a tornado warning in northern Alabama, which includes northeastern Lauderdale County until 7 Central Time. So tornado quarter-size hail is the main thing that we will have to be concerned with, and this will be heading to Lexington in the next 3 minutes. And then Green Hill, Center Star, Kingstown, and Anderson are also other locations that could be impacted by this potential tornadic storm. You don't have to send me money. It's okay, dude. I appreciate you doing what you did. Speaking of which, though, I do need to look and see what's going on with my Uber Eats order. $21 likes, though. I appreciate you guys again. Appreciate you so much. Made this stream a lot easier than what it would have been if it was just quiet, so just want to say thank you for that. Dang, my food's almost here already. Got 5 minutes until it arrives. I might have to step away again once more just to get the food in here. But once that happens, I'll just be gone for a quick second though, of course. Okay, I understand. Even so, I appreciate it either way. You could have still spent that on yourself though. But even then, like I said, I appreciate the generosity. I really do. There's a lot going on over here towards Mississippi now. It's mainly looking linear. But that window is shrinking for tornado coverage. Like I said, we'll probably be here till about 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock. Then after that, we'll probably call it a night. Welcome back, Baconator. Couplet's looking a little better now. Maybe I should take a look at CC here. Appreciate it again. I don't really see anything indicating that it's on the ground, but I do see plenty of lightning. So definitely something that we're going to have to keep an extra close eye on. It's going to do something that's going to do it soon. It's not going to be easy. But it's not going to be easy to see considering the fact it's going to be rain wrapped. Nah, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it either way. Whether it's $1, whatever. Speaking of which, after the stream, I need to talk with y'all about something. I want some suggestions. Obviously, rest comes first, especially in your case, Kyle, if you could still hear me. But if you do have time tomorrow, let me know so we can discuss some things for the channel in the future. Where's Isaiah at, by the way? I wonder. Wonder if he's gotten back home safe. That was even later than whatchamacallit, I mean. It was like about what, 3 minutes? Possibly. Good grief. Once the surveys show up again, I'm gonna send an ugly dog. Sheesh. Alright, well, I mean, it's just more so text. It's not going to be a live stream or anything like that. So it's not like super urgent or anything. It's just an easy question. Just a couple questions. Just some thoughts. I'll put it up tonight and then you just answer at your leisure, really. Don't feel compelled to like rush and answer it like on the spot. Still got our one tornado warning and a multitude of severe thunderstorm warnings and a tornado possible attack here and there. Pachuta? Is that towards Mississippi again? Jackson again? Oh, yeah, it does. Looks nice. Looks very nice, actually. It looks very nice. It never lost that tornado possible tag. It just hasn't really done enough yet. Only problem is the rotation's still a little broad right now. It's the only thing working against it is the broad rotation. Otherwise, I think that would have been at a tornado warning by now. Oops, clicked the same product I'm on right now. Been doing that a lot. Yeah, that goes without saying. Uh-oh. Food's almost here. I'm gonna be right back, you guys. Don't go anywhere. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Sorry about that. Almost got locked out of my own house. How about that? What are the odds? Well, it's partially because of the smart lock that we have on the house. If you don't have your key, you can get in with your phone. I didn't bring my key with me. Thankfully, I brought my phone, though. But it took forever that way, though. So I apologize for the wait again. But we're back. Phew, what a night. What a night. Also had to make sure everybody else was fed. Everybody got their food, so we'll go on from that point now. Okay. Newer supercell looks. Southern Mississippi between Macomb and Hattiesburg. Yeah, if that cell that was over to the that was over there towards the Chuda was a little bit further off to the north, we would probably see a warning with it. But it's just going to be getting out of those really ripe parameters that are still there, or still available, I should say. Newer supercell. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. Check the warnings real quick first. About to see that expire, it looks like now. Yeah, and there it goes. It's starting to lose its luster a little bit. Starting to surge forward on that southern flank here. Okay, so it's over towards Hattiesburg where you're talking about. Yeah, new supercell could form here. Might be a little too far to the south, though. Well, gotta look for Meridian now. Alexandria, Louisiana. Yeah. That's really going to be the last play if this keeps up. It's a little notch right there. Probably could be an embedded supercell just in the north of there. Alexandria, Mississippi. There's an Alexandria, Mississippi. I'm going to have to look that one up. What about the... Oh, you Sartet. Oh, man. I'm trying... Okay, now. Okay, now. I see. Alright, that's how you want to be. Alright, I got you. I got you. Okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it's looking good. Clears up that inflow notch a little bit more. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be definitely one to watch. It's probably going to be the best play we have right now, unless something from here really tries to just get its act together here. Other than that, we're just going to stick with the main game that we got here. Where is the closest radar site? I cannot stand this spot. Oh, well, hello. Look at that. Looks solid on reflectivity, at least. It's high top. We'll go with that one. Yeah. Well, looks like it's already past that area anyway, so probably not going to be able to see much anything now. Really not much of anything on velocity yet. Sheesh. Not much evidence left anymore. I might grab my food real quick. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty hungry. So if you see me eat on stream, I apologize. I'm starving. I haven't eaten since like 1:40 something, 1:30, 1:40 something, and it's almost 8 o'clock. So I'm feeling it here. Daggone it. Very bad news coming out of Clarksville. Unfortunately, there are fatalities. Dang it. You hate to see this, like I said, you really hate to see this kind of stuff, man. You really hate to see this kind of stuff here. Daggone it. It's a pretty strong tornado that went through there as well, so I was hoping, but it doesn't surprise me. I'm really terrified of what we could hear from Hendersonville, especially. Damage there was really bad, far worse, in my opinion. Hopefully, all we can do is just hope that people took heed to those watches and warnings. That's really all there is to it. Dang it, man. What a bummer, dude. Anyway, still other storms to follow, so we're going to keep things moving here. Got 10 minutes left until this tornado warning expires, and then after that, we still have this little area over here to watch. Like I said, I think the window is going to be even shorter here momentarily. So we'll just have to keep an eye on things from that point. Going to bed, Kyle? I don't blame you. Have a good night, man. Good hustle out there today. Thanks for the help. Definitely appreciate it. Thanks for all the help. Yeah, Kyle needs to rest. See you later, man. See you later. After a while, we're probably going to be off here too, Baconator. Because, I mean, the window's closing pretty fast. Yeah, get you some good rest, man. I think you've earned it. I think you already had earned it, but definitely now, I think you should get some good sleep. Later. Alrighty. Go ahead and check this out again. I don't really see much of anything on velocity. I don't know if this warning's going to last for much longer. Let's check base velocity. Definitely seeing more of a damaging wind threat with this. I don't think this one's going to have much of a warning for much longer. Yeah, this is definitely starting to look more like a damaging windstorm than a tornado at this point. Still inflow notch there, so the storm will continue to be strong, but I don't expect anything in the way of rotation to be significant from this storm. Uh, I'll wait till 8:30 probably. I mean, trust me, I want to eat, but I want to make sure that I've covered every warning that I can reasonably. So I'm just trying to make sure that I've done my due diligence. I'm glad we were here for the stuff when it counted the most. Because, I mean, obviously, as we know, we can't always win every battle, but I was happy to be able to be here for the event when it was at its peak. We earned some, we did, and on top of that, we gained a few new subscribers too, which is always great. So, and also got to meet a few people, maybe even help. Hopefully, we helped somebody. That's the main thing. I hope that helped somebody today. I really do. Whether we got out to 10, 20 people. Yeah, I appreciate that too. I mean, I don't necessarily do this for the money. I appreciate it. Obviously, I do. Definitely need it during these times. But at the end of the day, like, I just love doing this. I love covering the weather. That's why I've made over 700 videos within 2 years. You don't do that. You don't do that just because. I don't even think you'd do that for the money. A lot of people wouldn't be willing to, at the very least, and not study the way that I have. Either that, or they're just flat out crazy. But yeah, yeah, I do hope I help someone out today. Just at least one person. So now we're just waiting for 8:30 to come at this point. Man, a little bit of gunk in my throat. Probably. If he was, then so be it. I hope he was trolling, honestly. Because that was not a chase that someone inexperienced should be on anyway. And if he did chase it in all fairness and it went well, then good for him. Yeah, I just played along with it, really. I wasn't going to fight. I wasn't going to argue or fight with anyone. I wasn't in the mood to. Normally, a situation like that usually will just sort itself out. Can't fall for the trap too easily. Maybe he was inebriated. Or something else, who knows. But hey, it is what it is. I just hope they're doing alright, they're doing fine, so on and so forth. Not really concerned with it. What, inebriated? Basically, it would mean something like maybe drunk or under the influence, basically. Under the influence. Usually inebriated is associated with drinking, though. Drinking shouldn't be legal. Okay. Well, public drinking shouldn't be legal. Let's go with that. If you're drinking in the confines of your own home, I don't see anything personally wrong with that. That's just me. There's nothing wrong with having a little beverage to enjoy yourself, just as long as you do so responsibly. That's why people have breathalyzer. That's why breathalyzer tests are a thing, and drinking and driving is illegal. And if a crime occurs while you're under the influence, you automatically go to jail almost 9 times out of 10. So, I think, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Dang. And if you've been caught being out in the being under the influence publicly, then there's consequences for that too. So I think there's a good constraint around drinking. Obviously, it shouldn't be done, any kind of way. I know people like that, and when they changed their lives, they always happy. They were happier. Oh, he still is, huh? Daggone it. Well, there's a saying behind that, but I'm not gonna get into it. Yep, that's what they always say. So, yeah. No, I know. Like I said, I know people like that. Baconator. I am 29 years old. Baconator. I'm 29 years old. I know all about that. I've had my share of experience with people. Been an adult for over 10 years, so I know what's up. Trust me. And I've had plenty of drinks myself. I've stayed under control, but I've been around my share of people. Yeah, I just turned 29. Yeah. People always say I look younger than I actually am, so it's not a surprise. A lot of people say that I look like I'm 23, 25. Some people even still will say about 20 if I shave. But it's wintertime, so that's not happening. Yeah, that's why I say you shouldn't drink outside of home or somewhere where you're going to be resting for the night. And then on top of that, even then you should still be measured with it. I mean, it's pretty much the same with smoking or whatever. I don't judge anyone who does any of that stuff, but just understand the risks that go with what you choose to do. Because even if it was illegal, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop people from doing it. So if that was the case, then no one would smoke weed, but plenty of people do it. It's commonplace. You can want to control people as much as you want, but at the end of the day, yeah, that would be a good idea. It can run anyone's life once you get addicted to something. So, it would be a smart move to try to avoid drinking. I may actually push this up to 8:15. Not so much 8:30. Call me by surprise. That is hilarious. It's crazy how easy it is to do all that kind of stuff, man. Nah, this is kind of cute and kind of funny, but it's also not. But just seeing this little couplet right here. Oh yeah, I remember that now. I just needed to think about it for a moment. I don't quite remember that part though. I remember the line, not necessarily them getting the vapes. There was a point where actually I used to vape. Well, it's an expensive habit to keep up, so I stopped. Thankfully, I wasn't in too deep. And then on top of that, I didn't really have any. I didn't have any nicotine in it. I was just trying to find a stress reliever. Plus, the girl I guess I was messing around with at the time, they were vaping and they were unsure about it, so I was trying to be supportive. But still, looking back at it, it was just like that was kind of a waste of time, really. Just too expensive of a habit to keep up with, because they keep refilling the tanks, and on top of that, maintaining the coils and all that other stuff. That it gets expensive fast. And then if you had a glass tank and you broke it, that becomes another problem in and of itself. It's just not worth it. It's really not. The number of warnings are actually starting to drop off, even in general now. Even the severe thunderstorm warnings are starting to taper off. We saw up to about 20 earlier, we're down to 12. A lot of these are just reissues too. So I think actually in the next few minutes here, we're going to call it a night. Yeah, they have nicotine-free vapes, they have nicotine-free juice, but even then, it's like, I don't know. It just wasn't for me. The sensation was kind of weird. Like having that vapor in your lungs. Trying to take the vapor into your lungs like that, it was just like, okay. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with this or not. So I just figured, alright, I'm not gonna really do that. I've hit the vapes, I've hit the hookahs. The hookahs are kind of cool, but it's nothing that I would. There's nothing that I would have to keep in my life. I could live without it easy. In fact, it's pretty easy to live without it, if anything. The nicotine is addicting and the smoke can be damaging. Yes. Nicotine does its own damage, of course, but it's not necessarily even the smoke. It's what's put in stuff like cigarettes, like the like there's some that say there's rat poison in there. Some that say that there's like tar in there. Hookah is nice, I'm not gonna lie, but it does have some nicotine in it. Not enough to get you addicted, I don't think. But I think that that also depends on the person. But not nicotine, but hookah is also really expensive. But But yeah, I've gone to a couple hookah lounges a couple of times. Even celebrated someone's birthday from there. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna call this at 8:15. I mean, there's really just not much of anything left here. I can just see the warning starting to dwindle here. I mean, you see reissues, but you don't see much of anything coming of it. So about another 6 minutes left. Oh, I highly doubt that happens. If that happens, then you'll actually see me go on the next stream and actually start cussing. You'll see me use all the swear words and get myself demonetized on purpose if that actually happens. I will honor that bet. Although I'm not gonna lie, my family would probably be pissed at me too if I did that. I'd probably be getting calls from all of my relatives saying, "Why are you on YouTube cussing, boy? What is wrong with you?" Something like that. No, they won't even ask what I'm cussing out. They'll just say, "Why are you cussing?" on YouTube in general. That's really what it boils down to. It's not what am I cussing out or why I'm cussing. It doesn't matter. It's like The Rock. It's like The Rock talking to people on when it comes to wrestling. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter if you matter. I ain't gonna lie though. The Rock's hilarious on the mic, man. He's funny as all can be. I don't know if I'd want to go viral from that. Would be kind of, eh. I think that would be a little bit embarrassing, if anything. Okay, we're going back to it. All right, you want to? All right, since you want to keep talking, then okay, I got something for you. Just wait. Wait, just give me a second. I will find. I will go back and find that song real quick. Since you wanted to keep talking so bad, here you go. And you got quiet now, didn't you? Well, you're lucky, because guess what? It's 8:15. Well, everyone that's still watching at this point, thanks for coming along on this ride. This was one to remember. But we'll remember this one as the December 9th, 2023 severe weather outbreak. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Prayers again up to the people in Tennessee. Been hit really hard today. Hoping that we get some good news and some better and some stories of survival here. And heart goes out to those who were lost today, and to the families of those who were lost today. That being said, with that being said, I'm gonna call it a night here and get something to eat. Hope you guys take care. I'll see you guys in the morning with another video, because we still have the wintry side of this system to cover. And if you want, I may even just cover that too. But until then, you guys take care. Have a good night. It's been Tire Metalhead Weatherman. I will see you guys soon. What am I doing? I forgot how to even turn off the stream. Daggone it.